There. Now you guys should be able to hear me. Jesus Christ. Trying to talk to people for a good, 5 minutes now? No, not 5. Long enough. But I figured it out. I hate it. For some reason, OBS does that. It resets it to default, and then I can't. It just piss you off. But here we are. We're here. I'm here. You're here. We're all here. My first time on YouTube. Getting something about my. Can I fix this? No, that's just, I can't fix that. So I'm just going to have to wait on that. All right. I've been telling people all week I've been going to do this, Zero. I don't care who does it. It pisses me off that it does it. It could be my mom and it still piss me off. SpongeBob background looks nice. Well, I figured as a cartoony squid, it was probably fitting. So, of course, I've gone back to twitchy eyes, which is irritating, but it is what it is. Yep, tomorrow's the last day of the Discord server. And how is everybody doing anyway? Also, the last day of Final Fantasy Record Keeper's global server. That's interesting. I don't know what that is, but that's interesting. Do I sound okay? Do I need to adjust anything? Ah, crap. I should have put the Gilded server in the stuff. Suppose I still can. Okay, good. All right. Doing good. Doing okay. Little, I don't know what's so nerve-wracking about going live on YouTube other than the fact I don't do it. And so it's like, gee, will I get the same number of viewers? Probably not. But you know, it is what it is. That's fine. I have Nightbot set up ANCAP, and I've already have a few commands into it. I was getting it all set together before the stream started, so should have a few timers that pop up and a few commands you can use. You'd be nervous just here with you, harmless dorks? Yeah, yeah. I know. Well, it should be okay. I don't know why it's not, because it said it was connected. What you need to do to get it started? Well, maybe I have to click that. Okay. Found the problem. Where do I find that? Oh God, that doesn't kill my screen. I don't think so. Where do I even find that? I am so not ever going to get monetized on YouTube. I swear too much. Where is thing I'm looking for? Oh, maybe if I just click this, it'll help. Yeah, I figured. Right. So that should take care of that. I don't think it matters that I just click back. Oh God, that's me. Don't mind me. I'm just flailing around wildly. Trying to figure out. There it is. All right, all right, all right. Did I break the stream? Okay, so Nightbot should be here now. No, still not here. God damn it, Nightbot. Okay, good. I was having problems being able to tell. Oh, there we are. Nightbot has awakened. Go, Nightbot. Good, 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 good. Yeah, because I clicked off the thing, and so I didn't know if that screwed anything up. I'm part of why I'm doing this on a night where I'm not doing anything specific is so that I can figure it out. Because like normally, if I was on Twitch and playing a game, I'd have the game going on my laptop, and I'd have the Twitch shit open on my Microsoft Surface so I could watch chat and shit. Obviously, that's not going to work. Well, I mean, I guess it would work. It will work. I just have to figure out how to do it. But one thing at a time. I'm not too bad at this shit when I get figured out what I'm doing. There's also one for you, ANCAP, exclamation point MHW for the midweek hump, and something else. I don't remember what else there was. Okay, that'll work. That'll be good for when I'm doing that. it's good to know that I can open it, um, not on this computer, so that I don't have to worry about, having it all opened all over the place. Could be. Oh, you did it wrong. MWH, not MHW. So now I get to think of something to say. I don't know. So Scorn's coming out early. I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to playing that game. I think it looks awesome. That's set up as a timer with an alias, so it should work. Yeah. Pull it up again. God damn it. I never typed this shit right. Here. What's called command. Oh, that's if I wanted to call that command. Idiot. All right. All right. All right. Let's fix this. 1 second. There we go. So that one's there now. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Why don't you just let me do what I want to do, you son of a bitch? Hmm. All right. Okay. That's updated. Got that fixed. Da, 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 da. No, I already got that. I was fixing it. Hey, Heron, how you doing? I'm playing Moon Scars right now. That sounds fun. Yeah, so there's more commands now. I fixed it. What is Moon Scar? I don't think I've ever played that. Thank you for stopping by, Heron. I really do appreciate it. So far, we've got 7 viewers and 7 likes. I'm doing great. My like to viewer ratio is amazing. Oh, right. Dead air. Dead air. Hold on. I'm thinking of things to say. I'm here. Uh, find something. Hold on. I'll take this with me. Wish I could just pin this to the top. Can I pin this? Is there a way to do that? Probably not. Probably piss me off if I manage to figure out how to do it anyway. So we won't do that. Just do what we usually do. Oh, well, this works. Okay, I figured it out. We're good. Um, let's see. Yes, I meant weird news, September 2022. Let's see here. Scars is a dark 2D Souls-like that just came out. Ah, cool. So that's something I want to check. I'm gonna go look at that really quick because I want to know. Shall wow, scary when there's a pre-purchase sale. Hmm. Scars is a Souls-like 2D action platformer, heavy on the oppressive atmosphere, blasphemous influence, and a smidge of Castlevania. Nice, nice. What is partial controller support? No, I didn't want you to look. I wanted you to explain what is partial controller support. What does that mean? Oh, whatever. On Game Pass, so anyone who has that can play it. I wonder if I have that. I think I do. Here's an interesting story. Double celebration. Two-headed tortoise Janus turns 25. Why did they only give him one name? He has two heads. Shouldn't each head get its own name? Yeah, I had it on Xbox. Let's see here. Then I can. Ooh. Realize I picked the wrong thing. Yes, I'm sure I want to remove that. Is it that one? I guess it's this one. Here we go. No, I don't want that. I want this one. Oh, there we go. Here. All right. That set up. Now let's bring back the chat. No, I'm using OBS. What? Well, we knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. Oh God. Not all the money. That's sad. Yep. Anyway, so double celebration. Two-headed tortoise Janice turns 25 in Geneva. Angelica Bourgeon strokes the shell of Janus, the tortoise, whispering to him quietly as he scuttles in his pen, his two heads rubbing together. Prepares to celebrate his 25th birthday. Janus, who also has two hearts, two pairs of lungs, two distinct personalities, would not have survived long in the wild as he cannot retract his heads into a shell to seek shelter from predators. Hey, Derpinator, how you doing? But at the Geneva Natural History Museum, where he hatched in 1997, Bourgeon and her team of carers, who believe he is the world's oldest bicephalic tortoise, can cater for his every need. They feed him organic salad and give him daily massages and baths and green tea and chamomile. For exercise, he goes on regular walks, sometimes with music, and rides on a custom made skateboard. I think it's because of the attention we give him and our devotion that he is still here today, said Bourgeon. Janus, a Greek tortoise named after the two-headed Roman god of beginnings and transitions, also has a special party to look forward to this weekend. Enjoy dinner, Heron. But it's not all plain sailing. He is under constant surveillance in case he flips over, which could be fatal, and survived a bladder stone operation in 2020. Ted needs periodic treatment with Vaseline to stop them from getting sore when they rub together. His two personalities also generate different moods and tastes and can occasionally lead to conflict. For example, over which direction to walk. Right head is more curious, more awake. It has a much stronger personality. The left head is more passive and loves to eat, Bourgeon said, adding that one head was partial to endives and the other to carrots. Apparently, the story was refiled to clarify that Janus has two pairs of lungs. So he's one turtle, or two turtles and one shell. Kind of funny. So, let's see here. Is there anything else interesting? Indonesian climbs greasy tree trunks for Independence Day game. Or Indonesians climb greasy. Parisian cat hotel that's feline fairly full. God. San Francisco Metro system hires bird of prey to scare pigeons away. Idea. What's in a name? Illinois hopes to make invasive carp fish more palatable. What? Trying to tell me that they're trying to get people. Why? I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Nobody wants to eat carp. Why isn't that working? Oh, that's why that's not working. All right. Illinois is rebranding an invasive carp in hopes of encouraging people to eat it and solving a decades-age issue that has been threatening the ecosystem of the U.S. waterways. Yes, I do. This is actually my first ever YouTube stream. I was just really over here to start working on YouTube a little bit. because one cannot live on Twitch alone. Plus, different audience. I guess I probably do different things over here. People are saying hi to you, darling. Did you happen to notice the ice? Okay. Launched a new name, Kopi. Oh God. To help people consume this delicious fish and help us do our work in keeping them out of the waterways. As Ripa says, multiple income avenues. Exactly. Exactly. I do need to I want to get on Rumble and set up their gaming thing. Yeah. I mean, they haven't been crap to me specifically. I haven't had any issues, but a lot of the changes they have coming down the pipeway aren't exactly good ones. I mean, they did just introduce a new type of monetization, which is basically, it's like super chats, but kind of more expensive and lame. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm not exactly holding my breath on that. So yeah, we've to help people consume this delicious fish and helping them do our work. And so the government wants to rename a fish so that people will eat it. We're paying taxes so that the government can rename fish in an attempt to get us to eat them. This is the world we live in. Irons and the DNR want everyone to start calling the abundant fish formerly known as Asian carp kopi. Names mean something, says Iron. Back in the 70s, there was a fish called slimehead. Underutilized, but when you go to a restaurant and get orange roughy, everybody's like, ooh, this is awesome. So a name means something, and it's the same fish. That Irons. The state of Illinois even launched a new website, choosecopi.com, where facts, nutritional information, and recipes for the fish are provided. For the record, when I was fishing, the recipe for carp was you bake it on a plank of cedar wood, then you throw away the fish and eat the wood. Anything you do with ground meat, you can do with kopi. What? Said Dirk Fusik. Fusik, owner of Dirk's Fish and Gourmet Shop in Chicago. I don't trust him. Fusik says he's been selling the fish in his store since 2010, so burgers are most popular for us here, but we've done sausages, tacos, all that kind of stuff. Everything we've made, people like. Since 2004, over $6 million in state and federal funds have been fed into fixing the problem of the invasive carp. Oh, dear God. Iron says Illinois also tends to ask the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to formally change the name and is planning to register Kopi as a trademark. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? Because why not make money off of the fish that you're trying to get people to catch to eat because they're invasive? That sounds like a great idea. No, I'm reading weird news. Visual quality is 480p. Your usual 720p is not showing. Yeah, I think that's because of this warning thing it's giving me, but I can't change it without ending and restarting the stream. Um, so I'm gonna have to fix that for the next stream, I feel. Oh yeah. See, now now you guys can see my background. My God damn it. I suck. I really need to move that to its own thing and put that. It's still there, isn't it? Okay, no, I fixed it. It's fixed. Good. But yeah, no, I was playing Martha is Dead and I was having problems streaming it on Twitter or on Twitch. And it's because the game is a fucking resource hog. And I mean, we're talking cyberpunk levels of chugging. You remember those days, Ancap? What happened to my shit? God damn it. Hey, Light Bunker Films, how are you doing tonight? Hail, everyone. Yes, hail the chat. Hail the conqueror. Anyway, you know, I'm just like a Turkish scorpion farmer milks arachnids for their expensive. Well, I mean, that's not that weird. There's nothing weird about that. That happens all the time. Christ, I'm looking for weird shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is my first YouTube stream, so you get to catch me for the very first time. All the way around. But it's interesting to be here. I'm enjoying it so far. I will say the getting it set up is a little harder than it is on Twitch. Twitch was way easier in my opinion. But you know, we're going. We got here. I made a thumbnail and everything. I know the thumbnail's probably not as catchy as uh it needs to be, but you know, for a first time, it's not too bad. At least that's my opinion. Of course, I think highly of myself. Not really, but, you know. If I'm too mean to myself, other people start to think I mean it. See? See what I said? This is a great beginning. Thank you, ANCAP. You are always here to support, and I appreciate you so much. Ajax bans signs asking players for their shirts. What? Oh. Who does test streams? Why not just dive in, feet first? Screw up on the way in. Holy shit. Is there really nothing good with weird news? My God. Weirdos milking spiders and yeah. I don't normally support NPR, but let's see if they have anything interesting. Exactly. Leroy Jenkins. Hey, Cloud. It's good to see you. I'm glad you can catch them here. That's awesome. I know Cloud09 from my time on Final Fantasy 14. He's a great guy, so everybody say hi. This isn't weird. This is just depressing. Economics behind quiet quitting and what we should call it. What? Google celebrates NASA's DART mission with a new search gimmick. Okay, let's try this. Hello there. Giant Google took it upon itself to launch its own type of celebration following NASA's Dull Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART, mission successfully. crashing into an asteroid on Monday evening. If you Google NASA DART or NASA DART mission, it will trigger an animation featuring a spacecraft hitting the news tab, knocking it off and knocking your search results off. Okay, let's try this. DART. Oh no. NASA. Okay, here we go. That was pretty lame. It was pretty lame indeed. Yes, Derp, that is absolutely what we should be doing. I'm working my way there. Had some people from a podcast reach out to me today to be on their one of their Halloween podcasts, which will be fun. And I'm on Yeti F's podcast again, 8750 podcast on the 8th. I think that becomes available for everybody on the 10th. But that's all. That's the future we got coming up. So, yeah, that was pretty lame. Anyway. Search Gimmick reflects NASA's actual mission to knock the asteroid Dimorphos slightly off course as it orbits another asteroid. Neither of the asteroids, which are located about 7 million miles away, pose any threat to Earth until they hit it, and then they accidentally knock it into a collision course with Earth. Because let's face it, that's the kind of shit humans would do to themselves. But the test's true purpose is to see if it's possible to nudge an asteroid off course if, in the future, one becomes a danger to Earth. NASA engineers say it would be about 2 months before they're able to tell if the spacecraft was able to give the asteroid a meaningful nudge. Google often unveils special graphics or animations, including fireworks on the 4th of July, but an animation that changes the angle of the search results appears to be new. No, because if you go in and there's one for Dorothy and it spins the whole thing around. But anyway, companies Google Doodles on Google.com frequently feature historical figures or events on anniversaries. Oh my God. I just had a really terrible thought. Both? Yes, both. Why not both? I can do both. They're on different nights, and they're not on Wednesday, so I can still do the midweek hump. Which, if you guys haven't watched the midweek hump, you should tune in on Wednesdays on the Shagsworth channel, where myself, Steve Obsidian, Shags, and No Green Rocks from the Legion of Memers talk about stuff and things with guests. It's fun. Yes, we do need Bruce Willis, but what we don't need is Bruce Willis's double. Like, I don't remember where I read it. It was on Twitter somewhere about him giving the rights to have a digital twin of him made. We don't need that. Do not need. What? McDonald's will have adult Happy Meals this October. Do they include alcohol?
They include the fucking toys. Higher quality toys.
Well, let me read the article and we'll find out, won't we? For limited time only, Happy Meals aren't just for kids. McDonald's teamed up with the fashion streetwear band Cactus Plant Flea Market. Oh God, this sounds terrible. To release an adult meal box complete with a classic character toy. Ooh, okay, classic character toy. One day you ordered a Happy Meal for the last time and you didn't even know it, McDonald's said on his Facebook page earlier this month. But the fast food giant's upcoming campaign will give adults a chance to revisit part of their childhood. I'm not going to lie. As an adult, I have ordered a Happy Meal simply because I wanted a cheeseburger and fries, and that's not a meal. You have to get 2 cheeseburgers. Oh my god, the buckets. I would eat so many fucking Happy Meals if they would bring back the buckets. I would have a huge collection of buckets. Starting next Monday and running through October 30th, McDonald's will offer the Cactus Plant Flea Market Meal Box, where adults can get a taste of childhood nostalgia. The box comes with the meal and a classic McDonald's character, Grimace, the Hamburglar, Birdie, and newcomer Cactus Buddy. A Cactus Buddy? What the fuck? Cactus Buddy is not a classic toy. Oh my god. Cactus Plant Flea Market fans can also win merchandise by participating in a sweepstakes through the McDonald's. Okay. I am going to have to Google how long before the toy is just an NFT. All right, we're going to have to Google Cactus Plant Flea Market and see what kind of clothes they have. Cactus Plant Flea Market. Billionaire boy. Oh boy. Not interested. Okay. Uh, why? Space circuit. I'm not impressed so far. How about you guys? Hey Raven, you're right. This is the first time uh that I've been live on YouTube. Well, on my own channel. I've been on your channel and I'm on Shagsworth's channel. But this is the first time live on my channel. So that's cool. And it's great to see you here, by the way. And this clothing's terrible. Here. Let's look at this ice cream stuff. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, no. Really not impressed. Excuse me. Pardon me. Really not impressed. We're taking one of the most nostalgic McDonald's experiences and literally repackage. I've been drinking. Repackaging it in a new way that's super relevant. Oh my lord. For our adult fans, Tariq Hassan, McDonald's USA Chief Marketing and Customer Experience Officer, said in a statement Tuesday. This isn't the first time McDonald's has teamed up with a big pop culture name to boost sales. In 2020, it teamed up with American rapper Travis Scott. Who's Travis Scott? Marketing his favorite meal, a quarter pounder and fries with a Sprite. And in 2021, McDonald's released the BTS meal. Really? A collaboration with the South Korean boy band. All right, so let's find out who Travis Scott is, because girl don't know. Cactus Jack for McDonald's. What? Shut up. This isn't telling me anything about Travis Scott. Scott meal. I was a true McDonald's fan. Cactus Jack X McDonald's. Cactus Jack's customer McDonald's crew. Yeah, I know nothing about this. No, there's plenty over on Twitch. It's just I'm looking to diversify somewhat, you know? So at some point in the near future, I'm probably going to start doing Sundays on Rumble. But I've got to get that set up. But you know, Twitch does not have an algorithm for growth at all. So it's time for me to find my own algorithm, you know? my own way. I really should have put my phone on the charger. And yes, Cloud, there's always room to expand. Or to expand. Either one works. Let's take a look at this BTS now. Yes, because unlike the people who normally use it, I'm not I'm not stupid. I almost forgot what platform I'm on. Not that anybody's really going to care. Anyway. It's more than a 10-piece Chick McNugget new limited time sauces picked by BTS, fries, and a Coke. Yeah, that's dumb. I'm watching Red Green. Oh god, I haven't seen that show in forever. Well, NPR, this was actually weird, but mostly depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Mostly depressing. Uh that's not weird. That's just Florida. What? What? Channel 818 on Roku live channels. Oh, I haven't watched Roku. I've never used Roku, actually. If BuzzFeed's particular. So this is normally a quiz about the good news that happened throughout the week. Yes, that one. The Red Green Canadian Lodge Show. Oh, those guys were hilarious. But this time there were news stories that were too wacky, mysterious, and not strictly good per se to overlook. I honestly spend 90% of my time watching YouTube, which obviously I need to change, you know? There is some program that will stream to multiple platforms at once and even show all chats on the video. Maybe you could look into that. Or get both audiences. Well, I mean, I could probably do dual. Actually, you're not proud. That's probably a good idea. Is looking into how to dual stream to Rumble and YouTube. I don't want to do Twitch and YouTube because I'm an affiliate on Twitch, and that's against the rules over there. But I could do Rumble and YouTube, and then I can do Rumble and YouTube on Thursdays and Sundays, and Twitch on Fridays and Saturdays. Actually, a good idea. So I'll have to look up that. I'll probably end up using Restream though, because I think that one can do multi things. American Cancer Association, the American Association for Cancer Research has found that more people are surviving cancer than ever in the U.S. from 1991 to 2019. How much has the death rate from cancer decreased? This is the stupid quiz. I don't want to take this quiz. I want to read weird news. If I wanted to take a quiz, I'd type in quiz. Weird news, the Mercury news. Oh shit! I saw this. I saw the video of this. Did you guys see the video of this? I'm not even sure that I can. Gotta be careful because you can't show everything on YouTube. Colorado woman hit by a train while locked inside police car is out of hospital. Ooh, no, I think I saw someone do this video. Should be okay. Leon, I don't know. Jesus, no, go away. No. Well, screw that. If you're gonna make me subscribe, I'm not gonna watch. Okay, there we go. No. All right, Fine. Have it your way. I'm not going to read your article. Fuck that. Yeah, she got out of the hospital, so I'd hope she's alive, because if she got out of the hospital and she's not alive, then she's a zombie and the apocalypse is upon us. But yeah. Yeah, no, that was all fucked up. Uh, Unfortunately, I can't find out because they keep trying to make me subscribe. Let's, Colorado woman hit by train in his car. Oh no, she's alive. She did indeed survive the actual hit. I know. No. Yeah, I'm sure I hate everybody. I hate all these people. I'm sure you're oh, plans to sue. Here we go. All right. The civil attorney representing the woman hit by a train while she was in custody in the back of a police car says his client has begun the process of suing. Good for her. In mid-September, Yereni Rios Gonzalez, I have no idea if I said that correctly, was taken into custody by the Platteville Police Department at County Road 36, just east of US 85 in Weld County. She was detained in connection with an alleged road rage incident. Moments later, a train slammed into the parole car. Well, Minim, we're just kind of chatting and talking. I'm drinking. I'm getting a little belligerent. That's okay. I really need to figure out if there's more ice, because I need a little more ice in my alcohol. Yeah, she better get a lot. I think everybody knows you don't park a car on train tracks. Yes. And if you don't know, you don't park a car on train tracks. Let me tell you, right now, you don't park a car on train tracks. Cars do not belong on train tracks. If you are behind a person and you stop at a stoplight and you either get on the train tracks or leave a larger than normal space, leave a larger than normal space, because that train will take you out. It can't stop, it will kill you. So, that is the PSA for today. Wilkinson said his client suffered a long list of injuries, including broken ribs, a fractured sternum, and broken teeth. Wow, being hit by a train, she actually didn't come out too bad. But I bet she hurts like hell. Well, Dead Snake, I am very happy that you showed up. And yes, I came over to YouTube. Here I am. I am here. Yes, and don't trap anybody in your car on the train tracks, unless you're actually trying to commit murder. Then you should do it, but you shouldn't commit murder. So you shouldn't do it. I'm sure everybody sees my logic there. Overall, she's in a lot of pain. She realizes she has a long road ahead. Yeah, very long road, because all that shit is going to take forever. Can you imagine having your sternum fractured? Oh my God, just breathing would hurt. And of course, the primary police officer involved in the incident remains on leave. Just on leave. She parked on a train track. Before she even put anybody in, she parked on a train track, which is dumb. 2, she put her suspect in the back of her car on the train track, which is double dumb. So the fact that this woman continues to have a job, because from what I understand, the police officer doing it was a woman, but I will double check here in a second. The fact that she still has a job, or the fact that this police officer still has a job is scary. Scary, scary. So let's look over here. Yep. Good. If you're gonna murder people, don't murder them by putting them on the train track. That's just wrong. Excuse me. A woman who was in the backseat of a police car when a train crashed into it has been released from the hospital. 20-year-old. Oh boy. Is bedridden at home and taking pain medication, her attorney told Fox 41. Attorney Paul Wilkinson said the woman was handcuffed in the back of a patrol car and tried to get out when she heard the train coming, but the doors were locked. Wilkinson told Fox 31's Vincent Arianes that she suffered 9 broken ribs, a broken arm, a fractured sternum, among other injuries. Yes. Yes, we do. Especially after drinking chocolate whiskey. The officer stopped Rios Gonzalez in connection to a reported road rage incident in Fort Lupton and detained her on suspicion of felony menacing. She stopped the vehicle just past the railroad tracks on US 85 in County Road 38. The police officer parked the car on the tracks and ultimately detained her there. The police officer whose patrol car was hit has been placed on leave pending an investigation. I'm going to say that it just was not her time to go. That is it. There's no other way that she would have lived. She just simply, it was not her time to die. It was a Final Destination type thing, you know, when the wrong person's about to die and it doesn't hit them. So that's all I can figure. Because I actually, one of my mom's best friends, her husband died because he got hit at a railroad crossing. And I mean, nobody ever figured out why he was on the tracks or how he got on the tracks or any of that. He was just on the tracks somehow when the train came, and you know, there just wasn't anything left of him. He was very, very dead when it was over. So this was it's nearly 10 years ago now, I want to say. What? That says ad. I don't want to hit that. They almost got me. Let's see, this remains on leave. Carl's Wire said Monday that the officer has a paid administrative leave while the investigation is underway. While considering it's currently the 10 days of repentance and high holidays, have a prayer that literally translate to how will live and who will not die, or who will live and who will not die. Not surprising. Oh, yeah. I mean, I get the feeling she's probably not Jewish, but you know, if there's one thing I've learned, it's religion doesn't necessarily stick to its religion. If that makes sense. Probably not. Okay. Let's see here. Town of Platteville continues to work cooperatively with CBI and CSP during their investigation regarding this incident. It's identified. Road rage, blah, blah, blah. When another two officers from Fort Lupton arrived, they detained Rios Gonzalez on suspicion of felony menacing and put him in the back of the police car. While the officers cleared the suspect's vehicle as part of the investigation, a train traveling northbound struck the PPD patrol car, as CBI has said in a news release. A number of agencies are investigating this case. Fort Lupton Police Department is handling the criminal investigation of the reported road rage incident. Colorado State Patrol is investigating the train crash into the police car. Oh. And the Colorado Bureau of Investigation is investigating the woman's injury while in police custody. Damn. So, at least we know she got out of the hospital and is still alive. Still, that sucks. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, this one. I should look that up. So, yeah, for those of you who haven't heard, the COO of Beyond Meat, the meat substitute stuff, bit somebody's nose. Suppose you were asked to analogize the task you most despise to the food you most despise. Kanye West, for one, says he hates reading. He's never read a book, in fact. That explains so much. As much as he says he hates reading, as much as he hates Brussels sprouts. In the same week that Yi dropped that grenade via podcast, Beyond Meat's chief operating officer bit a man's nose in a fit of road rage. The skin was broken. Right, I know. It's not. You're understandably searching for some levity from those two distressing revelations. Look no further than a deliciously simple TikTok of cake mechanically frosted to perfection, plus Pepsi's newest s'mores flavor. Pepsi? I saw Coolio died, but I'm not sure what Coolio has to do with fake. Just for its novelty, if not its taste. Beyond Meat COO Doug Ramsey tried to eat the ultimate impossible burger this past weekend by biting into an actual human man's nose. Pepsi, s'more flavored Pepsi. The man's Subaru had allegedly hit the tire of Ramsey's Bronco in a punching, in a parking garage. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And some artists do get upset about that, but I don't pay that much attention. Which ensued in Ramsey punching through the Subaru's back windshield, beating up the driver and chomping on his nose. God damn it. No. Ripping the flesh on the tip, in case you were wondering. Local police arrested Ramsey for terroristic threatening and third-degree battering. Thanks, Sabu, I think. So, Well, I mean, the fact that this wasn't in Florida kind of surprises me. Because the last time I heard about someone trying to eat somebody else's place was Florida. Let's see here. All right, third degree battery and Beyond Meat has suspended him from his role, which he took in December. Before that, he was head of retail poultry operations at Tyson Foods. Well, no wonder. He went from meat to pretend meat. And I don't care about Kanye West. Bath salts? Exactly. It sounds more like a Florida thing. How'd that get way down there? I think it's because it's larger on YouTube. Well, it is larger in this case since I'm, doing a full screen thing while talking. Normally, it's just the little thing in the corner while I'm playing a video game. Phytoestrogen, yes. Interesting. On June 6, Kylan Chambers, 32, used bright red spray paint to deface a bronze statue of the character Samantha from the 1960s TV show Bewitched in Salem, Massachusetts. On September 20th, he was sentenced to 8 months probation in the incident, which oddly had nothing to do with witchcraft. Rather, Chambers, who is currently homeless, told prosecutors he wanted to do something to get arrested. The Salem News reported the statue was erected in 2005 by the TV Land cable channel, city famous for the witch trials of 1692. It's more about how soy sauce is fermented and that breaks down the enzymes. So fermented methods of eating soy, you might get a little bit of it, but not nearly as much of it as you do out of, say, soy milk or edamame, etc., etc. Okay, so apparently one morning 5 years ago, Cincinnati resident Joey Likens, then 30, woke up and realized his nose ring was missing. He searched through his bed but never located the small item, and eventually he gave up and got another one. The New York Post reported. I thought maybe I'd swallowed it, he said, but a few weeks ago, Likens, now 35, developed a violent cough and thought he was sick. An x-ray revealed otherwise. Likens' nose ring was lodged in his left lung. The doctor said, "Does this look familiar?" I was like, "You've got to be kidding me. I've been looking for that." Likens underwent bronchoscopy, in which they retrieved the invader using a tube fed down his throat and into his lungs. The surgeon returned the ring to Likens, who said he won't be wearing it again. I kept it as a souvenir. Good. You shouldn't drink soy, Derp. You should drink milk. You should drink whole, healthy milk. Or 2%. Anything after that, you might as well drink soy. Emperor Doomsday, good to see you. Overall, male testosterone has dropped by almost half in 60 years. Wow. Explains so much. Neighbors of Mercedes New, aka Shawty Dread, I have no idea if I said that right, in Atlanta, have taken to walking in front of their building with umbrellas raised, rain or shine. Why? Because New was allegedly in the habit of strolling around on his high rise balcony naked and urinating through the bars onto the street below. Huh. New, who sports distinctive yellow dreadlocks, was arrested on September 21st. Neighbors shared the video of him in the act with WSB TV, but New insisted it wasn't him. I'm famous. I'm on TV, bruh. I didn't do this, man. No, I'm innocent. I promise I didn't do this. He was held at the Fulton County Jail. And you see, I am allergic to almonds, so if I was to use an alternative milk, I would have to go with oat milk. And oat milk kind of creeps me out, not gonna lie. I enjoy whole milk, though. What? Government action. No, take note. In Alameda County, California, you may no longer engage in wild cow milking. Fuck is wild cow milking? CBS News reported. As of September 20th, the event, often seen at rodeos in the area, is illegal. In case you're not a rodeo fan, wild cow milking involves two people who try to corral a loose cow, then extract milk from her udders. The event is not sanctioned by the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Animals don't get a chance to speak. Who speaks for them? As County Supervisor Richard Vale, who introduced the ordinance, another supervisor thought the state or federal government should regulate wild cow milking. Oh my god, people are so weak. I'm sorry, but I love animals as much as the next person. But I can't help but feel that milking a cow, it's not like they were killing the cow. At least not yet. Anyway, you've heard of Jack the Ripper and the Taco Bell Strangler, or not? I've never heard of the Taco Bell Strangler. If you have heard of the Taco Bell Strangler, please feel free to let me know. Now, Gresham, Oregon, is dealing with its own serial criminal, the Gresham Lumberjack. Somebody is cutting down trees along the Spring Water Corridor Trail to the tune of 750 trees since August 2021. That's a lot of trees. The cutting seems to happen at night and with a handsaw, likely because it's quieter. The city has installed cameras along the trail, and the police have a person of interest, but in the meantime, they're asking for the public's help in nabbing the culprit. Huh. That's a lot of trees, but now I've got to look up the Taco Bell Strangler. Watch, it turns out to be Ryan Kennel. Ryan Kennel. Henry Lewis. Why did it take 11 victims to catch serial killer Henry Lewis Wallace? He looks friendly. Henry Lewis Wallace, known as the Charlotte Strangler and the Taco Bell Strangler, murdered 11 black women in the span of 4 years in the 1990s. Wallace was the manager of a Taco Bell restaurant in Charlotte, North Carolina. 10 of his victims were his friends or acquaintances, including 3 who worked at the restaurant and 1 who was the roommate of his girlfriend. Holy shit. Yeah, no, not Ryan. Sorry. Sorry, Derp. I need to go tell Nightbot to calm down. It's not your fault. Not Nightbot gets a little bitchy. Hold on, let me spam protection. Disable. Excess emotes. Disable that. I'm gonna leave the links one. No, let's leave that one on until I. All right. All right. So the caps thing shouldn't happen to you again, Derp. I told Nightbot not to do it again. Should listen. I was just trying to make a Ryan like quote. Was it something along the line of women belong in the kitchen or something like that? He raped and strangled most of his victims who unsuspectingly let him into their homes. He even attended at least one of the funerals, according to a 1995 article in the Charlotte Observer. It was quite accurate. Nee, not too much, maybe. Like, um, I mean, if it was up to me, I wouldn't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I don't. You know what? Say whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not monetized. What are they going to do? Take away my money? Oh, God. Now why is it Nightbot? Stop that. How do I untime him out? And cap. Oh, it's because you use the symbols. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Derp. How do I untime somebody out? Dashboard. I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad. Derp should not be. That's 10 minutes. That's mean. Joke's on you. I have no money to take. Scary and true. Here we go. Oh. Apparently, there's no way to free Derp. I am so sorry, Derp. I apologize. This is my fault. I hope he's not mad at me. I feel bad. I feel just awful. Poor Derp. Time to leave him alive, Harfoot style. We are better than the Harfoots. Time to plan the prison break for Derp. Oh, poor Derp. We'll know in about 7 minutes. Assuming he stayed, I feel bad. I feel like a terrible, terrible person. we'll continue reading this. For you, Derp. I'm so sorry. Anyway, investigators didn't figure out a serial killer was at large until Wallace murdered two women who lived in the same apartment complex on back-to-back days in March 1994. Killed his 11th victim shortly after and was finally caught and arrested on March 12, 1994. Apparently, they were investigating under difficult conditions. During a press conference following Wallace's arrest, Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Deputy Chief Larry Snyder said police worked tremendously hard and did an excellent job investigating the case. Oh, God. I just now realized, Amarada, runes on your robe are Elder Flithnark, the ancient language of my people. Yes, they are. Don't ask me what they mean. I do not know. Oh, you might know. Hopefully they say something dirty. Kidding. We're sorry that we did not get him identified earlier, he said. Had we done that, maybe we could have saved the lives of some of these women. That would have. Yeah. Excuse me. Cool. With a total of 129 murders, 1993 was the deadliest year in Charlotte, partly fueled by the crack epidemic. Former Charlotte Mecklenburg homicide detective Gary McFadden worked on the Wallace murders, tells A&E True Crime the unit was understaffed with only 6 to 8 detectives who also dealt with natural and accidental deaths, suicides, and missing persons. We worked under very difficult conditions, said McFadden, now sheriff in Mecklenburg County. We never had time to collaborate. We never had time to give cases a lot of attention. Additionally, the Wallace investigations were hampered by the fact the killer wiped down surfaces and put items he wasn't sure he touched in the oven to evaporate any prints, McFadden said. Wallace made at least one of his victims shower to wash off DNA evidence. Oh. Technically, they're nonsense because there's so many of them. Runes have different meanings depending on how you arrange them. That's kind of what I figured. Void Wraith. They were armed. Okay. Coraline Algae. Whoa, quite the VTube avatar. Thank you, Coraline. I appreciate that. I need Gary to get gone. He's terrible. Yes, Gary sucks. Oh, wait. Do you live in Mecklenburg County? Do you know Gary? Or are we just saying Gary sucks because of the... Because, I mean, just what's here, Gary sucks. Gary's out here making excuses. Oh, and here we go. The race of Wallace's victims may have also played a role, according to Dee Sumter, co-founder of the victims' rights group of Mothers of Murdered Offspring in Charlotte. Sumter's 20-year-old daughter, Shauna Hawk, was murdered by Wallace in 1993. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Fuck Gary. Yeah, fuck Gary. Not like he's going to come get me in Montana. So. But now at least you know Gary was always shit. Forcing victims to shower was also a reason they didn't catch an Aussie pedo dubbed Mr. Cruel. Ooh. The doom that came to Mecklenburg. According to various accounts, Wallace was raised by a single mother who abused him physically and psychologically while growing up in Barnwell, South Carolina. He told police he started having violent fantasies of dominating women after he witnessed a gang raid at age 8, according to an episode of A&E's First Blood on Wallace. At 16, he attempted to rape a friend's younger sister. Eventually, he started having rough sex with sex workers. In high school, he got good grades, served on the student council, and was well liked as the only male on the cheerleading squad, according to a 1994 article in the Charlotte Observer. And this is why you don't trust male cheerleaders. Of course he does. I mean, he can't protect you, and he doesn't want you to protect yourself, obviously. He joined the Navy in 1985 at age 20 and married a high school classmate while on leave. The marriage was short-lived. Wallace committed his first rape in 1987 in Seattle, where he was stationed. The Navy honorably discharged him in 1992 after he was caught stealing. What? And he returned home to South Carolina. Why would you honorably discharge somebody after they were caught stealing? Anybody? Any ideas on that one? Holy shit. Wallace's first murder victim was 18-year-old People's Republic of Mecklenburg County. Was 18-year-old Tashonda Betha. Betha. Honor among thieves. Oh, yeah. A local woman. Her body was found in a pond in March 1990. Wallace then moved to Charlotte, where he killed 10 more women through March 1994. Taken too literally. You're not wrong. In addition to Betha and Hawk, his other victims were Sharon Levitt Nance, 33, Carolyn Love, 20, Audrey Ann Spain, 24, Valencia M. Jumper, 21, Michelle Stinson, 20, Vanessa Littlemack, 25, Betty Jean Baucom, 24, Brandy J. Henderson, 18, and Deborah Slaughter, 35. He also tried to strangle Henderson's 10-month-old son, who survived. Holy shit. That would suck. All along, Wallace, who at some point had become addicted to crack, shocking, played the part of the concerned friend, Hawk's mother said. Realize you're a terrible human being, but you did good service. It's more like, we get paid by stealing from the taxpayers. So just because you stole from us, who cares? Hawk was loving, kind, sensitive, warm, and giving, her mother says. She attended community college and considered a career in nursing, law, or politics. Oh boy. She was happy to work at Taco Bell, where she earned her highest salary yet. She once went to a comedy show with Wallace, who came to pick her up at the house, but was not interested in dating him, her mother said. Wallace, whom Sumter described as intelligent and well-spoken, went to her daughter's visitation. Later, Sumter ran into him at a store. He leans over to hug me and says, "I've been wanting to come see you. I'm so sorry," Sumter recalled. He's hugging me and patting me on the back and saying, "Oh my God, Shauna was the sweetest person ever." Police finally zeroed in on Wallace after they located Baucom's car and found his palm print on the trunk. They pulled his mugshot, in which he wore cross-shaped earrings, just like a man who was identified as having used Mac's ATM card after her death. Police arrested Wallace on March 13, 1994, and the day after he murdered his last victim, and he confessed to 11 murders. Police were stunned at the enormity of his crimes, McFadden said. Yeah, I'm sure you were. Dumbass. Wallace wrote down the names of his victims except Nance's, a sex worker he beat to death whose name he didn't know. He also led police to Love's body, who'd been deemed a missing person. Sumter said she found out about his arrest from the TV news. She saw Wallace's photo on screen, followed by her daughter's. Anguished, she collapsed on the floor with such force that she hit her head and started bleeding, she recalls. There's the good Henry and the bad Henry, Wallace told police. As the years progressed, bad Henry took over. Investigation failures. Wallace was once found guilty in January 1997. Oh, was found guilty. Was once. Oh, Jesus. Check on the icebreaker. Okay. Wallace was once found. What was once? Why do I keep adding the once in there? The word's not there. Wallace was found guilty in January 1997 of 9 murders plus rape, sexual offenses, and robbery. He was sentenced to death. In 1998, he married a former prison nurse. Why? In a ceremony at Central Prison in Raleigh, North Carolina, where he remains on death row. Investigators should have recognized early on they were dealing with a methodical serial killer because of the common elements of his crimes, said experts interviewed by the 1990s by WB TV in Charlotte. The victims are strangled, a manner of death that accounts for well under 10% of murders. The crime scenes were all neat and there were no signs of forced entry, pointing to the fact the women likely knew their murderer. I mean, the elder Henry failed too many sanity checks. Unfortunately, no one paid attention, right? That's part of the problem. Medical examiner wrongly ruled Jumper's death is due to carbon monoxide poisoning after a fire at her home. Wallace confessed to killing her and setting the fire. Oh, God. McFadden, who is black, because that matters, acknowledges some undertones of the victim's race playing a role in the failure to catch Wallace sooner. However, he believes it's because society as a whole devalues black lives, and law enforcement's efforts are unduly pressured by media coverage of white crimes, he says. Still, he feels the primary culprit was the homicide unit's understaffing, he says. A lot of natural ones. Prison nurses are special kinds of people. You're not wrong, but I wouldn't think they were quite that dumb. Wallace's race also might have played a role in allowing him to prey on women undetected, according to a 2004 case study on Wallace published in Free Inquiry Creative Sociology. Interesting. A common misperception exists, which suggests that few serial killers have been African American, at least according to media sources and many scholars, the author writes. Data generally indicates that most serial killers are white, with 15% to 20% who are black, according to the study. Wallace's murder spree prompted the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department to beef up staffing. Recruiting started during Wallace's trial, and eventually the homicide unit grew 4 times larger. McFaddenberg said, so kind of like the Grinch's heart? Failed too many sanity checks, too? All right, Dead Snake, how many women have you strangled? We gotta know. Go get to that. What? We're all friends here. It's not like we're on the internet. Just the ones who ask for it, so too. Well, that's an amazingly honest answer. One moment. I have to blow my nose. Boyd coming in with the hard to answer questions. All right. Nose. I didn't see no sneaking nose. That's because it's not where you expect it to be. All right. Oh God. Wonder how Emperor Doomsday feels about this quote. Wallace is okay. So 4 times larger. McFadden said the Wallace case instilled in him the belief that police must establish good rapport and be unfailingly honest with victims' families. McFadden says Sumter had stepped away from active involvement with the mothers of murdered offspring after realizing she needed to focus on her own healing. Of course, I do. I have a secret everywhere. If you're looking for a nose, I might suggest Nick Rekieta the nose. You're not wrong. That man's got enough nose for everybody. Sweet Christmas, bring on Cabistan. Poor Emperor. I feel like you don't believe him, do you, Emperor? So yeah, well, that was interesting. Found out about a new serial killer I hadn't really read much about. No, Nick's nose is unbreaded. Haven't had my coffee yet. This is less nose and more schnoz. On a September 21 flight from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico to Los Angeles International Airport, a passenger got a ringside seat and video as Alexander Tung Koo Lee of Westminster, California, lost his cool over coffee service. Shortly after takeoff, his flight attendants were serving drinks. Lee approached an attendant and grabbed his shoulder while asking for coffee. KTLA TV reported. Then Lee walked to the front of the plane and sat down in a seat near first class. When a flight attendant asked him to return to his own seat, he assumed a fighting stance towards the flight attendant by making closed fists with both hands, according to court documents. When the attendant turned away from him, Lee slugged him in the back of the head. Lee then ran to the back of the plane where passengers detained him. His hands and ankles were cuffed, and he was restrained with seatbelt extenders. If convicted of the felony charges of interfering with flight crew members and attendants, Lee could face a maximum of 20 years in federal prison, all for coffee. Wow. Touchdown. On paper, unbreaded. Wouldn't believe even with a grain of salt. Came in so late, I have to ask, is this a murder focused stream? Well, tonight, well, no. Honestly, Coraline, this is my first time streaming on YouTube. I normally stream on Twitch. So tonight is a basically whatever the hell pops up focused stream. I just happened to see a serial killer I'd never heard of and decided to look him up. I Googled weird news because I was having problems thinking of things to talk about. Hey, Punk Waddle, how's it going? Good to see you. That's not interesting. Noise complaints in Singapore. Oh. Noise complaints are way down at a restaurant in Singapore after it implemented a screaming children surcharge of $10. Yahoo News reported. Angie's Oyster Bar and Grill said that before the new policy was put in place, they were receiving complaints on a weekly basis about children running around unattended or disturbing other tables. Now parents are trying harder to control their children, and 99% of patrons are respectful and understanding. Well, that's nice. Pretty good, just settling into my new igloo. Congratulations on the new igloo. Yeah, Remy, but sometimes finding it can be rough. Like, you know, you Google weird news and you get like boring shit. Oh, you're Haran. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's funny when people have more than one name and they show up and you're like, "Hi, it's me," and you're like, "Cool, who's me? Happy to see you." Oh, I'm so sorry, Derp. I'm so glad you came back. I had a talk with Nightbot and he shouldn't do it again. Unless there's like two things I let him do. So the only thing I left him with is links. He won't let you do links. But other than that, you should be free to pretty much do what you want to do. I feel bad. Norm. Listen. Well, I'm really glad, Harandir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so very much. Played solitaire while in solitary. Well, I'm glad you came back. I was sad and scared, worried. I'm just spam URLs, everybody. Ooh, let's see what qualifies as weird, funny, and strange news in Florida. Florida, man, we should have something interesting. Oldest teeth ever. Okay, here we go. Ah, god damn it. I don't want to subscribe to the Miami Herald. Did Nightbot get sent to horny jail after attempting police brutality on Derpnator? You would think, but I don't want to subscribe to the Miami Herald. That's the annoying part. You're doing this and they're like, subscribe. And I'm like, I don't want to subscribe. What are you talking about? Is what a ringtail cat. Where? I mean, I'm allowed here, so standards are already really low. You should not say that, Cloud. You are a good man. I'm very glad you're my friend. It was ugly. Garba with a twist. Oh, what the fuck is Garba? What? Okay, well, this is weird in that I don't understand it. All right. I don't know how to double archive the page. What an interesting tidbit. It was supposed to be category 5, but as soon as it made landfall, it formed a second eye and almost immediately died. Well, that's good. I'm glad it didn't, you know, take out everybody. Okay. I'm going to step away for just 1 second while I put my phone on the charger before it dies. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My phone was dead. Or, well, about to die. God damn it, Derp, stop doing that. Anyway. Death by parthenogenesis. Nice. Hope that everyone in Florida is okay, as do I. Lay's new PM is certainly aimed in the right direction. We'll see how she executes. My issue is with anybody, while they might have the right ideas to some degree, is if they're too authoritarian. Doesn't matter what your ideas are if you start forcing them on everybody. Miami and the area around Fort Myers got hit the hardest. Really, the city's fault, though. They have notoriously bad infrastructure for. What did I do now? I just sat down and saw a message retracted. So I was worried that you were doing something wrong again. This right here is ridiculous. This isn't weird news. This is stupid news. There's a difference between weird news and stupid news. This is stupid news. So let's see here. Suggestions, peer pressure online, cooked chicken in a mixture of acetaminophen, dextromethorphan, and deoxylamine, NyQuil. Boiling medication can make it much more concentrated and change the properties in other ways. So even if you don't eat the chicken, inhaling the medication's vapor while cooking could cause high levels of drugs to enter your body. It could also hurt your lungs. Okay. No, I tried to talk to Cloud and forgot to put the outside. Okay. That's fine. I was just worried. Are you so susceptible because kids are stupid? Considered with poison. Cast did this and got hundreds of likes, comments, blah, blah, blah. Let's keep communication open. It's the, to talk about what they've seen. Appears to have taken too many medications and is hallucinating, can't be awakened or has. Okay, whatever. Hello, ANCAP. Yeah, I just wanted to take a quick look. Florida woman claims Alabama McDonald's put chemicals in her coffee. So is this actually weird news or is this back to the idea of stupid news? Let's find out. Nah, I am probably just gonna continue on for about another half hour, guys. For those of you who don't know, my dog Grace. For those of you who don't know, I have 5 dogs. One of them is an unfixed bitch, and one of them is an unfixed male. And I do breed them. They are purebred dogs. They are called Beaver Terriers. They're amazing little dogs, and they're unfortunately far too smart because I was trying to avoid having puppies this heat, and somehow, in some way, they figured out how to have puppies anyway. So I'm expecting her to be having puppies literally any minute now at this point because I checked her temperature earlier and it's down. And they tend to have their temperature drop right before they give birth. So sometime, I would imagine in the next 24 hours, I should have 2 puppies. Again. Damn that dog. Yes, that is exactly what my vet said. Nature finds a way. I am apparently surrounded by Dr. Ian Malcolms. But I think he said life finds a way. Either way, you know what I mean. So, yeah, I will be posting pictures of them on Twitter. Congrats. Is it really congrats if I didn't want them? I mean, it's nice because I will sell them and get some money for them. But it's too soon. She needed a break, honestly. Because a dog is not meant to have puppies back to back to back. This is her 3rd litter of puppies. And I don't want my dog to be overbred. I want her to be happy and healthy. It's too late to fix it now, obviously. So I'm just going to have to wait, raise these puppies, get them out of my house. And then when she goes into heat again, basically they're both going to have to be either separated by doors or they're going to have to wear, seems like she had too long break, or they're going to have to wear basically doggy chastity belts the whole time. It'll just piss you off, you know? Puppies equals congrats. It's the rule. Just keep him off her going forward. Yeah, I mean, at least for, I want to keep him off her for at least 2 heats. So it'll be another, after I have these puppies, I want her to have a full year off before I have another litter. Because I really want to make sure she has the chance to recuperate and regain herself. I mean, I could get her spayed, but that defeats the point of one of the reasons of why I got her. I wonder what position they used. I can tell you what position they used. I'm not entirely sure how they managed to get it. Honestly, I'd be slightly more likely to get him fixed. And then find another male to breed with when it's time. But living where I live, there aren't a lot of males out here. So I would have to probably go. I would either have to learn how to artificially inseminate my dog, which honestly, not really too interested in, or I would have to drive down to California with her, which, you know, California's not a bad trip. But either way, Spawns of Cthulhu know how to make more spawns. It's what they do. You don't listen to Bob Barker. You end up with a bunch of little barkers. No, I listen to Bob. Every other animal in my house is fixed or, well, no, every other animal in my house is neutered or spayed. These are specifically for carrying on a doggy lineage. I am a dog breeder. Like my head is just, there we go. But they should be reasonably easy to get rid of. So that's the plus side. And it's not like they're cheap dogs. I'll probably sell them for $12.50 each. At least. As soon as I find someone who can pass the requirements for adopting them anyway. That's not until December. First, they got to come out of the mama. Step 1, get them out of mama. Step 2, make sure they're healthy. At the rate it's going, I'm gonna say Shadiversity and Disparu. Ooh, Critical Drinker would be good. I mean, there's always upsides. My only concern is, my dog's health. She's not just a breeding bitch for me. She is my dog. I love my little dog. She is one of the most frustrating and most intelligent little dogs I have ever owned. This dog is a problem solver like no other, and her puppies are just as bad, if not worse. Oh, Drinker's confirmed? Nice. So maybe Drinker and Disparu. Because they seem to have had Disparu on a lot lately. But anyway, yeah, I'm only gonna... We're gonna keep this up for another half hour, then I'm gonna go watch my dog overnight and see if she has puppies. Off topic, but my mom says hello. Oh, well, tell your mom hi for me. All right, so let's see here. I am also a Ring of Power hater, even though I haven't watched it because I won't watch it. Because I have a respect for myself. Florida woman has filed a lawsuit against McDonald's in Alabama after alleging she was served, quote, chemicals in a cup, end quote. And I'm going to be honest here. Anytime someone gives you something in a cup, they're serving you chemicals in a cup. Water is, in fact, a chemical. Just saying. Sherry Head of Defuniak Springs was in the McDonald's drive-thru in December 2021 and ordered a coffee. Ed said she heard one employee through the drive-thru speaker say her coffee was not available because the machine was being cleaned, WFLA reported. Another employee immediately said, "No, it's ready to go." The lawsuit alleges that she automatically knew something was wrong after tasting her drink. She went back through the drive-thru and asked for help from the staff. Exactly, Jock. The manager at the window said, "It's fine." Ed called emergency services, and McDonald's employees did not help once again when the first responders arrived. Employees refused to show the first responders the bottle of chemicals that had been used to clean the coffee machine. Ed complaint states, for nearly a decade, McDonald's has been promising to improve safety standards to prevent its customers from being poisoned by chemical cleaning solutions. And for nearly a decade, McDonald's has failed to do so. It's time for McDonald's to change its ways. Okay. I don't watch it because I super love Lord of the Rings, first books I ever read back when I was 11. And you see, I read The Hobbit before I was. I read The Hobbit when I was probably 8. Some shit. And I didn't read The Lord of the Rings until I was older. But, I've always loved Tolkien and the lore in those books. And thanks, Blair, and thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. But yeah. Scarring over the throat. Okay, so she apparently has actual symptoms. I'm thinking of the whole purple M&M thing going on now. Oh, God. Is there video? There's a video. Those are really large boobies on an ad. Oh. Video wasn't found. I'm disappointed now. Yeah, I'll just bring up a picture of it. Here we go. Meet Purple M&M, the candy brand's first new character in a decade. Mars says purple was designed to represent acceptance and inclusivity. When you grab a regular bag of M&Ms, the colors will remain the same: red, orange, green, blue, yellow, and brown. But for the brand's advertising campaigns, there's a new color on the block: purple. Billed as the first expansion of the M&M's iconic crew in a decade, purple has been added today as the brand's latest spokes candy. A permanent addition, she's the third female member of the M&M's team alongside green and brown. But is this the first female peanut M&M? If you've been keeping track of such things. That said, while capital P purple will be appearing in ads, lowercase p purple candies won't be coming to a Peanuts M&M's pack. It's okay, Derp. I removed that thing. I told it it's not allowed to do that anymore. So you're okay to use punctuation. As for her personality, M&M's parents' company, Mars writes, designed to represent acceptance and inclusivity, our newest member is known for her earnest self-expression. Keen self-awareness, authenticity, and confidence are the driving force behind Purple's charm and quirky nature. There's so much about our new spokes candy that people can relate to and appreciate, and include her willingness to embrace her true self. Our new character reminds us to celebrate what makes us unique. Jane Huang, global vice president at Mars Wrigley, stated, "Our purpose story is just getting started. And the introduction of our newest M&M Spokes candy is the next chapter as the brand continues to delight fans in a fun way, with delight fans with fun in a way only M&Ms can." Purple's big debut is a 104-second YouTube video for her new song, "I'm Just Gonna Be Me," an overly self-aware introduction to the character voiced by comedian and talk show host Amber Ruffin, which also features contributions from saxophonist Grace Kelly, dancers Devin Santiago and Colo Cag, and opera singer Anthony Roth Costanzo. Mars apparently has high hopes for the tune. The brand is adding it to all major music platforms, and for every stream, a $1 donation up to $5,000 will be made to Sing for Hope, described as a nonprofit that harnesses the power of the arts to bring hope, connection, and purpose to millions of people around the world through music. Jesus Christ. Yes, it absolutely is the message in candy form. I will keep my candy, thank you very much. I much rather watch women throw violent tantrums at Florida McDonald's? Yeah, unfortunately, I have no video. Got my hopes up. Goodness knows I always think of how unfair the world is while I eat M&M's. Silence brand. Makes me glad I haven't been interested in M&M's in a while. Okay. Ooh! A squirrel caused a power outage for over 10,000 Virginians. And this is why I say squirrels are just rats. A small creature caused a blackout in Virginia Beach last week, a wandering squirrel that made its way into the substation. It happened around 8:45 a.m. on September 7th, according to a tweet from Bonita Harris, spokespersons for Dominion Energy, which provides electricity in Virginia and other states. As long as they don't add an LGBTQ flavor to Spumoni ice cream, I can survive. Curious. As soon as they can figure out how to do it, Cloud. Love squirrels, a bit gamey but plentiful. Hey, they can be edible. Power outage affected over 10,000 Virginians, Harris said. Power was restored by around 10 a.m. Harris told CNN that animals occasionally get stuck in the company's substations despite efforts to keep them out. Dominion Energy has standard equipment in place to keep squirrels and other animals safe when near our equipment, Harris said. The equipment reduces the number of incidents greatly, but sometimes determined little critters will still get in there. The squirrel did not survive the incident, Harris said, although sometimes animals receive a brief shock and go mostly unharmed. Harris said the workers quickly rerouted the power to another source to keep as many customers' lights on as possible. Remember when they raced an all-white bag of M&Ms and had to grovel after I did? Yes, that was hilarious. Oh, it will never end. There will always be people out there who just want other people to pity them because they feel like being pitied benefits them somehow. Or, can I go back to the time before all this crap? For one, would have to spell my name right. Or 2, if you find a time travel device, yes, you can. Go for it. Best tasting mammal I know of. Cajuns know how to turn them into a delicacy. I have never had squirrel. I would try squirrel. I've never had it. Bitter cut. Oh, that's not fun. Ooh, okay. What's to know about the extremely toxic Pus Caterpillar? That sounds lovely. Found in Florida. That looks cool. It looks fuzzy. Or and Gary. Unfortunately, it's really easy for the narcissists to take over because the non-narcissists just want to be left the fuck alone. So they'll play along with the narcissists until the narcissists push the non-narcissists too far, and then the non-narcissists have to really snap back and beat the shit out of them. Not that I advocate for that, just saying. It might look soft and hairy, but it's one of the most venomous caterpillars in the country. Joel Mathis said he spotted the insect in his backyard in Clermont. When I looked up, there it was, this little hairy caterpillar, he said. I saw 2 more on the fence, and I had one on the top rail, and I had one down on the fence itself. Oh, God. It's cute. Lucky for Mathis, he knew what it was and not to touch it. According to the Fish and Wildlife Foundation of Florida, the pus caterpillar is common in Florida during the fall and spring on oak and elm trees, but is also found from New Jersey to Florida, west to Arkansas and Texas. It is the larval stage of the southern flannel moth. You have a tale of irony? Guessing not good bait for fish? That'd be hard to get on the hook. Know that I can agree with cute. There are little hollow hairs in that fluffy, hairy material. Teresa Dellinger, a diagnostician at the Insect Identification Lab at Virginia Tech, told CNN, it's not going to reach out and bite you, but if someone brushes up against that hair, it'll release the toxins that you'll have a reaction to. The reaction can include an itchy rash, vomiting, swollen glands, and fever. What should you do if you get stung by one? It's best to try and remove any spines that may have broken off. You can use tape to kind of stick all of the spines off the area, and it will leave a rash and you just want to make sure to monitor. University of Central Florida expert Jamie Ling said, ooh. Use cellophane tape to pull the spines off your skin as quickly as possible. Then wash the area thoroughly. Use ice packs, an oral antihistamine, and hydrocortisone cream to help subdue the pain. And those in excruciating pain should go to the emergency room. The sting is extremely painful, but not necessarily dangerous unless people get like an allergic reaction, Ling said. Floridians recall being stung by pus caterpillars in 2018. Florida teen describes the sting as feeling like his wrist was on fire. It's burning, 15-year-old Logan Pergolo told his mom, as a large grid-like mark formed on his wrist. The rash quickly crept up his arm and spread to his chest. I was watching MST3K, the giant spider invasion, and went in the bathroom to take a shower and saw a big, oh God, a big, ooh, ugh. Yeah, I would have to burn down the bathroom at that point. Because fuck that. I would not be getting in that shower. That caterpillar sounds like the secret ingredient to the C-19 vaccine. You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Why go get the vaccine when you can just go pet a cute, fluffy slug? Caterpillar. Andrea Pergola rushed her son to the emergency room, where the teen was given a high dose of Benadryl, prednisone, and anti-nausea medication. A woman stung in Port St. Lucie, shared similar story, saying that the sting felt like being on fire. My arm was out on the bench. I thought maybe I was getting a little sunburn, Tara Forbes said. I looked down and had black and white fuzz here and white fuzz on the inside. It just immediately felt like fire, like someone took a flame to my skin. Forbes said she too needed to go to the emergency room for treatment. How do you not think they're cute? They're fluffy. Look at them. Now, I mean, you shouldn't pet them, obviously, but they're pretty cute. No, I just kindly connected it in a container and escorted it outside. See, I would just set my house on fire. Because fuck brown recluses. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Officers seized shipments of baby wipes that turned out to be $11.8 million worth of cocaine. Unmanly spider coward. Well, I'm a very womanly spider coward. I can't take them. Nope. Hindsight's 2020, absolutely. Bald eagle surprise flyers at North Carolina's Charlotte's airport. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. I'm glad we just now heard about this. Oscar Mayer is now selling frozen wiener pops. Forbidden circus peanut. About the size of a half dollar. Ugh. We occasionally get these really large brown spiders. They're just really big brown house spiders, but huge. They freak me out every time. One of my best friends here in town has a pet tarantula, very cool spider. If I find one inside, I either need to find someone to kill it or I have to try to kill it myself. And if I'm killing it, it's not going to be a good end. I usually need I prefer something with a pole, like the flat bottom of a Swiffer mop, because it's flat and it's hard and I can smush it really hard. Okay. So a cold, cornless corn dog, it's unbreaded, absolutely. Frozen wieners, is that a euphemism? Unfortunately, no. No, it's not. Two summer staples. Hot dogs and popsicles are coming together for whatever reason. Oscar Mayer is selling its first ever cold dog, frozen pops that taste like the brand's hot wiener. Hot wiener. That'll. Sounds like a Tim and Eric sketch. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oscar Mayer may need to work praising whoever is marketing that frozen wiener pops with work this week together. Probably needs to have his or hers. uh, that allegedly boasts both refreshing and smoky umami notes of a hot dog and topped with a mustard swirl. Oh my lord. The idea stems from an Instagram post on Oscar Mayer's account a few months ago, in which its followers originally deemed the idea genius in a poll. Oh my god, no. Really? People vote. Oh, well, no. Then again, I live in the world of vote for the worst on American Idol, so I shouldn't be surprised. After the overwhelming fan excitement for our beloved cold dog, it was a no-brainer to make this hot dog-inspired frozen pop a reality, said Ann Field, an Oscar Mayer spokesperson, in a press release. It's not a nationwide release, however. The cold dog is now on sale for $2 at select pop bar locations in Long Beach, New York City, New Orleans, and Alpharetta, Georgia. Alpharetta, Georgia. Genius is subjective, you're not wrong. While supplies last, Pop Bar is a chain of gelato shops that helped Oscar Mayer make this freakish flavor. Oh my god. Oscar Mayer, owned by Kraft Heinz, is used to making people squirm to attract attention to its packaged product. Earlier this year, it sold a baloney face mask that quickly sold out on Amazon. In 2019, Kraft wrote down the value of its Kraft and Oscar Mayer brands by $15 billion because consumers have shifted their preferences away from processed food. Hold on, we're going to watch this. The sound. All right, I don't think I gave it sound. I can't hear it anyway. Why can't I hear it? It makes no sense. Oh well. I don't need to hear it. I can live without hearing it. See, this is proof AI algorithms and large organizations don't understand the concept of trolling. You're not wrong. You just have to look at the Morbin time memes for that one. Chipotle debuts lemonade scented water cup candle. What? The burrito chain has released a candle in honor of National Lemonade Day, which fell on Saturday this year, according to a news release. The candle pokes fun at customers' habit of sneaking some free juice by accidentally filling a free water cup with lemonade instead. The cheeky limited edition soy candle, of course it's soy, is made to look exactly like a Chipotle water cup and is lemonade scented, the release explained. And bonus for lemonade lovers, each candle comes with a promo code you can redeem for free lemonade at your local Chipotle. Chipotle superfans can purchase a candle for $28 on the company's merchandise website while supplies last. Brand has acknowledged the lemonade trick before tweeting, "In this house, we love and appreciate people who don't put lemonade in their water cups" in 2018. For Chipotle, it seems the real goal of playing into the water cup meme isn't to cut down on lemonade theft so much as it is to connect with fans. The Morbius thing was so funny. We trolled Sony into bombing a movie twice. Seriously. They released it once, it smacked into the ground, and then they released it again. What the fuck were they thinking? Old wiener that's treading a fine line between edible nightmare and necrophilia. Oh, God. Well, guys. Oh, damn. Oh, So this has been a lot of fun. Want to thank you guys for showing up and making my first my first YouTube stream a success and very enjoyable. I have had a lot of fun. It's been, great. I will be doing this, like I said, weekly from now on. There's a good chance I will figure out how to dual stream on here and on Rumble. In Derp, I will probably, honestly, what I'll probably do at this time is kind of this type of thing, weird stories, talk about things, maybe read some fairy tales or something else. Hang out and look at weird news, that kind of stuff. So, again, thank you all very much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and just pop the subscribe button so you know when I'm going to be on. If you have the time and ability, please feel free to check me out on Twitch. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Maybe. Probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Incarceration. I'm sorry, Dirt. Tell your friends, tell your family. Let's get them here so that I can get my numbers right. Oh, I wish I could read the Deathgate cycle to you. I would get popped with the fucking copyright on that if I did it, though. I love those books so much. But, I mean, I can always read fairy tales to you. I mean, I might. I tried to read in the Mountains of Madness. Oh shit, Dave was here and I missed it. But yeah, Fear the Link Camera. Yes, you should be safe unless you post links. But yeah, I mean, Lovecraftian tales and stuff like that. The Deathgate cycle, that's Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. And if you are a novel reader, I absolutely recommend them. They are excellent books. Of course, I also recommend Anne McCaffrey, Terry Brooks, David Eddings. Can't wait for them to copyright fairy tales. On the plus side, they can't really. You can't do like Disney-fied versions, which is fine. I would much rather read the Grimm's versions anyway. But I mean, I'd probably stick to Lovecraft, Grimm's, Hans Christian Andersen, maybe some horror stuff if I can dig it up. I could actually, if I wanted to, read Bram Stoker's Dracula and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. But those would be a number of streams, because those are long ass books. But anyway, I'll read the Deathgate series. Remember a single thing. I love Edgar Allan Poe. I would happily read Edgar Allan Poe. They did try to copy the word Loki. You're not wrong. And they have, technically in the past, they have tried to copyright the fairy tales, but because of the age and the origins of them, all they can do is copyright their specific versions of them. They can't copyright all of them all together. So if you wanted to right now go out and make a Cinderella TV show, book, movie, whatever, you could, and they can't fucking stop you. So, I mean, that does not stop them trying to stop you, but, that's beside the point. Anyway, seriously, I am going to go now. So, where's the thing? There's the thing. So yeah, schedule on screen. I will catch you guys Monday or tomorrow night Fortnite, I'll be on Twitch. This Saturday, I'm doing a Fortnite stream. So if you would like to play Fortnite with me on Twitch, pop by. Join my Gilded if you would like to be part of that. And yeah, so that covers it. Y'all have a very good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever the fuck it is, wherever the fuck you are, blah blah blah.